Alright, howdy guys. Had a guy ask a legitimate question. You could tell it was on an anti-gun forum, but you could tell that this one gentleman truly didn't understand the difference. He was trying to figure out the lingo and what they're saying about an assault weapon or whatever they're putting together on TV, and I kind of want to do a quick video and show them the difference. Here's a disclaimer. There's one part on the second gun that would have been banned underneath the Clinton assault weapon ban, and I'll point that out here in a minute. But the question here is, which one of these guns would you consider an assault weapon? You have this gun here in front, which I'll bring that a little bit closer, that has the collapsible stock, all the evil characteristics of the assault weapon. And then you have this gun here that doesn't have those attributes. Well, most people, especially most people that don't know anything about guns and really don't understand the definitions. An assault weapon is a made-up term. It was made up by the Clinton administration and the media around the Clinton time when they were trying to put together an assault weapons ban. These are lookalikes. They are semi-automatic civilian legal versions of military-style weapon systems. Now, in the case of this being the AR-15, it is trying to look like the M16. However, other than the fact that it takes the same magazines, all the internal parts are different. Completely different. To the point where you can't make these parts work fully automatic. So let's talk about the Clinton gun ban for a minute and the proposed Obama gun ban and the parts that they banned. Being that both of these under the Clinton gun ban would be considered an assault weapon, right? Wrong. Now here's the disclaimer. There is, up here on the end of this gun, a flash suppressor, which actually looks like that. I'm not going to take time to take a wrench to take the flash suppressor off this gun, but we're going to say for the sake of argument that it was gone. It's a simple screw-off part. You just literally screw it off like taking a screw off a hole. I don't have a wrench handy to take it off, so otherwise I would have taken it off for the whole sake of the video. But alright, one of the first things they banned was the evil collapsible stock. As we can see, the stock on this other gun does not collapse. It is a stationary stock. You can actually make it longer or taller. It has an adjustable, what's called a length of pull, and a cheek weld. Let's see. Other evil parts that are banned. Collapsible stock, the bird cage, flash suppressor, which I told you I could take that off and screw a muzzle brake on. So, no, it's still not an assault weapon. Oh, I know what it was. The evil bayonet lug. That's this little piece of metal right here. You guys know what the bayonet lug does, right? It allows you I'm kind of sorry I didn't have this ready. I hadn't thought of this right. Here's what the bayonet lug's for. That evil piece of metal. It allows you to put a bayonet on the end of your rifle. That's what it's for. That's its whole purpose in life. That's all that little piece of steel does. And they banned it. Because obviously there was just way too many drive-by bayonettings. Guys, there's no difference between these guns. They are internally identical. They are both capable of the same thing. Under the Clinton gun ban, literally minus this little flash suppressor, which I could take off in truly under a minute if I had to wrench here. Take off the pair of channel locks. Don't want to scratch up my gun. But the reality of it is the Clinton gun ban didn't ban anything other than cosmetics. Under Feinstein's new proposed gun ban, she's doing the same thing. She is banning cosmetics. She's not banning assault weapons. The guns that she specifically banned, and I don't know if she must be in bed with Ruger, honestly, because she banned the AR-15, but didn't ban the Ruger Mini-14. The AR-15 and the Mini-14, they don't look the same, but they work the exact same way. Both take 223 rounds or 5.56. You'll hear it both ways. Both will take 30-round magazines. Both have pistol grips. Both you can get a collapsible stock for both. They are, other than the mechanics are a little bit different, they're identical. And the last thing I want to address is the whole 30-round magazine part, or 10-round magazines. These are your standard 30-round magazines. Now, according to Diane Frankenstein, whatever her name is, if you limit these to 10 rounds, you're going to save lives. Let's put that to the test real quick, just here in front of everybody. I will get 3 of these magazines. All empty, for the sake of argument. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, the one thing they never seem to want to test, they just want to aim the gun at one target and keep pressing the trigger as fast as they can to show you how fast you can shoot in a straight line. That's great if all your targets are stacked up, but if your targets are spread out, like, I don't know, across the theater or a school, you're going to have to move to transition targets. You're going to have to move, pick another target. So I'm actually going to do a video on that, shooting some pop cans. But here's what I want to be understood. I'm going to have to change my video camera here a little bit. Here's what I want you guys to understand about the reload, or the 30-round magazines. Alright, so if you have one 30-round magazine, and we'll say for the mix, I've got it chambered. 30 rounds, bang, 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 bang. Now, we're going to pretend, for the sake of argument, that this gun's came to slide lock and I've shot my 10 rounds. I'm going to show you how fast it takes to load 2 more magazines in this gun. So I've shot it until it's come to slide lock. Now it's time to change magazines. That one's ready. I've shot at moving targets again until it's time to change magazines. So we have to do that, right? Do you really think it matters how many rounds are in a magazine? If somebody wants to take time to learn to feed them. See that again. I don't know, pull out your stopwatches. I'm not going to. We're going to say I get to shoot a round, for the sake of argument, 1 a second. That's about how fast that somebody could line up the sights and press the trigger effectively. So pull out your stop. Actually, I will pull out my stopwatch. Obviously, if I have a 30-round magazine and I can get 1 round off a second, we're going to guess it's right around 30 seconds. Start to finish on a magazine. I know you can shoot it faster, but not effectively. You can't. So, we'll start with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can lock the slide in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 32.6 seconds as opposed to 30. Now, do you really think the high capacity magazines matter? I'm going to actually do a video when I get a chance of going out and shooting 30 pop cans with 10 round magazines and 30 pop cans with one 30 round magazine on a timer. Like I said, one of the things they like to do to scare people is stand and fire 30 rounds as fast as they can in a straight line at a target. And will that do that extremely fast? Oh yeah. Fast as you can pull the trigger. But that's not the problem. The problem is how you accurately engage targets as you have to move from one target to the next. If you can truly stand in one spot and engage all your targets, is it a little more effective? Sure. But now you are trying to babysit Americans who haven't done anything wrong. I can tell you that them guns sitting there, I've had one of them for over 20 years, the other for the better part of 10. And I have plenty more. I've never done anything wrong. When did you hear about me killing a bunch of people on a CNN commercial? Or one of my kids? You know, one of the primary reasons you won't hear about my kids killing things. Oh look, a gun safe. Oh look, see all the guns beside the gun safe? Maybe. They just came out of the safe so I could get these out. When I'm done, they'll go back in the gun safe. Guns are not dangerous. People are dangerous. And the most dangerous thing in the world apparently right now is a retarded U.S. Senator that believes in heat-seeking bullets. So anyway, like I said, I did this video because gentlemen didn't know. Oh, and let me address the full automatic part. I almost got away from that. If this was fully automatic, this lever would go from safe to semi and around over here to full auto. What the definition of semi-automatic means is for every one time I press the trigger, one round is expelled from the gun. The gun has to completely cycle. You have to let off the trigger and press it again. I can hold that trigger all down all day long, but when you'll see when I run this bolt here, and it would cycle and feed a new round in, and unless I let off the trigger, you hear that click, that's the trigger resetting, and drop it again. Now, can you do it fast? Yeah. Not arguing that. But it's not fully automatic. It's not. You know, you got these internet trolls running around that are arguing about you can modify it and make it fully automatic. I can modify any semi-automatic and make it fully automatic. Modify any semi-automatic, pistol or rifle, and make it what's called slam fire. It makes it fire what's called out of battery, and what out of battery means is when the bolt is completely closed here and it's all the way forward, that's called being in battery. When you slam fire a gun or whatever, you'll make it fire just out of battery because you're cheating it into being automatic. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I've seen retards set their guns up to do that and blow their guns up in their face, which to me is a self-correcting problem. It's my favorite kind. So, what was supposed to be a quick little video on the realities of what they're proposing for gun control. You got any questions, ask. I will happily try and put together another video. But I said, other than the evil flash suppressor here, which I'm just too lazy to take off, guys, one of them is an assault rifle, the other is not. How dumb is that? I mean, seriously. This is an assault rifle. This is not an assault rifle. Because of the stock, a bayonet lug, flash suppressor, collapsible stock, pistol grips now. That's Diane Feinstein's big. It's got a pistol grip! She sounds like the Penguin. Does anybody else think that? I think she sounds like the Penguin. Anyway, maybe we need Batman to come whoop her ass. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. I'm Mac from Double Tap Shooting. Any questions or comments, please put them below. Email me. Thanks for watching and have a good day.